we're getting around here, dude. Oh,
So he wants me to retrieve the amber.
actually uploading a YouTube short tonight.
An object of ill omen.
What the fuck? He shot me through the door.
What terrible actions will be done in its name, and who will pay its dark cost?
What do you want me to do?
Because in this world, someone always pays. Best not to ask who or why.
Ow.
I understood that.
I just got
Made
stun
my
locked.
peace with it. Until that one night in Raccoon City changed everything.
Alright, so of course I did the main story. Now here we are in Separate Ways. This wasn't too terribly hard, and of course Separate Ways is way shorter than Leon's campaign, so that contributed to it. It was like a total of 240 minutes whenever I got done with all the recording, and the run only lasted like 3 hours in total. Once again, really not that bad, but for those 3 hours, it was not easy. Don't mistake me saying not that bad for it being easy, because that was not the case. The knife was once again really helpful, as you'll see, and I hope you guys enjoy. We have Summer Games Fest tomorrow. I will be live, so be ready for that. And without further ado, let's get into this video, man. We start off with Luis busting an absolute move to the song that we heard in the reveal trailer back in 2022. Anywho, we save Luis, get him his favorite smoke, and as we're sneaking out of the castle to go retrieve the amber, we have our first encounter with the stalker enemy of Ada's campaign, Pacinta. My stream channel, or whatever you call this thing. I have finished the no reloading for the base game, so now I'm just doing Separate Ways, and then I'm probably gonna upload it kind of as like a director's cut. Just do both in one video, honestly. Might be the move. Okay, we're gonna get rid of CMP ammo. Now it's try to keep my accuracy pretty. Crazy how quick the infection starts. I wonder if it's because Placenta is so, like, maybe it's just because Placenta's a more powerful figure that it has more effect whenever Placenta's around. You real though? No. Okay. Got the Sith Lord coming at us right now. Found you. There we go. Now with Pacinta out of the way, we get in contact with our favorite Wesker. And let me just say, this is definitely a much darker version of Wesker than we've ever seen before. He's not like the stereotypical comic book villain here. He really seems like a psychopath, right? Which obviously, like Resident Evil 5 Wesker wasn't, didn't have all his wits about him. But this Wesker seems like he's ready to murder a family of 5 with a blade. So, yeah, pretty scary. Ada better get this job done. We better get this job done as quick as possible. Let's go. I was able to sneak around throughout most of, I guess you can call this like the reverse catapult section. But I think it's almost, it can't be possible to do it fully stealthy because I tried, and right towards the end, I feel like they just automatically catch you. But we got out of there, where Ada then tells us about how someone always pays. Let me just ask you something. What does that even mean? Like, what is she even talking about, dude? She's just saying a whole lot of nothing. Like, someone always pays, better not to ask who or why. Like, okay. What do you mean? Like, I mean, I get what she means, but, like, usually whoever pays deserves it. Unless she's referring to, like, the innocent people getting infected or being collateral damage. But, like, I don't know, she's not telling us anything we didn't already know. So it just seems kind of weird. Anyways, we make our way through this ravine, which is a lot more bearable in Ada's version of the game. We're zipping and zooping around, stabbing people and kicking people and all this good stuff. Now we're ringing the church bell to save our most gorgeous, most handsome Leon. Where we once again get in contact with Wesker, and he tells us about a house on the outskirts of the village, which he suspects is the village chief's manor. Very good guess. But as we're heading that way, we run into our buddy, Placenta. She's straight tweaking out the wazoo, big dog. Oh. Can smell you. Yes, please. Yeah, that's fine. Sure. Anyways, I'm better than you. Oh! Okay. See this ride mess up. And we do not give in to the temptations the game tries to force on us. Pretty sure you can like hear which one's real and which one's not. One might be real. Yeah, it's real. Yeah, move your other one out of the way.
The fog. It's getting thicker.
What does that mean? Also, found the real one. It's actually really helpful. Fairly positive this is doable. Yeah, there we go. Got him. Slash his little throat. After that, we make our way to the village chief's manor, where we give him a nice haircut. This doesn't last long, though, however, because he's just inside now, behind the door. I don't know. His footsteps are very loud. I don't know how he's able to suddenly just mute his footsteps. I feel like we would have known that he came inside again. That's just me, though. Maybe I'm looking too deep into it. So we have this little chase scene where we escape from the chief and the Ganados. And then we go right into the factory where we believe Luis is. Track his footsteps only to find that he's nowhere to be found. This is just in time for a huge horde of Ganado to show up with their chainsaw buddies. But you see, Ada's feeling a little dizzy right now, and she might have to use a sick day, so she passes out right in front of him, I guess. And then it's heavily implied here that Wesker kicks some ass. Like the gentleman he is, he saves us, gets us a nice comfy bed, and keeps us company. Wesker's really a sweet guy. Maybe I was wrong about this whole darker Wesker thing. Now we make our way back to the village and into the farm, where we encounter El Gigante. Okay, cool. stuck. It's 4 for 4. And then we missed. Okay. This soundtrack is sick, dude. Okay, now we're knifing. Now we're knifing them. That's my deal. Get that. Let's go ahead and get all these. I don't need shotgun shells and I don't need pistol ammo. Yeah, those are the only 2 things we're going to get. 3, what's the 3rd thing? I don't know. Find out next time. Oh. This is Resident Evil. Bro, get his big toe. Get his joints! Got him!
Now stay down.
After that, which was surprisingly more tedious than I thought it would be, we end up meeting with Luis, who doesn't have the amber. So we kill him. I'm just kidding. We make our way to the castle where he claims he has the amber. And wouldn't you know it, his whole lab is on fire. So now he sends us on a scavenger hunt to find the 3 ingredients we need for him to make a new batch of medicine. And also now for some reason the amber is somewhere else, even though I thought the amber was in his lab. But I guess the medicine was just in his lab. So that's lucky. We go and grab the first ingredient, this ink, and then we make ourselves known to Leon, where we are immediately humbled. Then we jump out of a window because that's cool and mysterious, and will probably make Leon more attracted to us. Then I have to go get the second ingredient, and this is where the most annoying fight so far happened, the knights. Well, yeah, I wasn't in the boss fight, just the knights. They were annoying, they were dumb. I didn't have the ammo, so I ended up using my knife a lot, and that was you know, whenever you're trying to knife attacking tentacle, you know, stage 1 Plaga, you know, whipping and, you know, trying to smack you and stuff while you're trying to smack them. Not good. Don't bring a knife to a Plaga fight, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. You won't win. And as we're on our way to our third ingredient, we see Homeboy has what we need to get through that door. So we chase down this red zealot through the maze. Of course, once again, all I have here is my knife. So this took a lot longer than I would have liked it to. We honestly probably could have shaved 30 minutes off with this section. It's whatever. It's cool. It's fine. It's fine. I really hate that the first red zealots in both campaigns are like the tankiest enemies. More bearable, I guess, in, you know, I will say that it was easier in Leon's campaign to deal with the red zealot than it was in Ada's. Maybe because I had actual guns to use there. Anyways, we get our little key back from him, and then we go and get the butterfly. Anyways, after that, we meet with Luis, and he brought his friend. Now, I wasn't aware that Luis and Pacinta were friends, but, I mean, sure enough, he comes barreling in behind him, and I don't think it's a coincidence. All right, I think Luis set me up. I know he's been in contact with Pacinta over there. Okay. All right, we give Luis the ingredients, and he mixes up a little serum for us, or a little vaccine, a temp vaccine, and he gives it to us, where we realize the medicine isn't working, at least not yet. Luis runs away like a... and we are left to fend for ourselves. So we go and hide, and just before he finds us, the medicine kicks in. So I guess now he can't track us or sense us or something. I don't know if that's what was happening before, but I imagine that's what was happening before, because how does he just know where we're at all the time? Right? They never explicitly say that, like, Pacinta can sense that you're here because, you know, you're infected, but I imagine that's what's going on there. After escaping him, we go into what I like to call the stupid water section. I think it's really funny that in any time Resident Evil has a water section, it's just stupid. It's just dumb. Nobody likes it. You got Waterhole in the remake and the original, and then they added like a Waterhole-esque, or like they mixed it's literally a hall of water, okay, but they put Navistadors down there. Why? What? Let me know down in the comment section below if you liked that part of the game. All right. Then we encounter a boss before the boss fight, which is our boy Gary. Hey, Gary. He's mad. He can't see. He's Wolverine. We kill him. It's fine. And they not so strategically placed a boss fight right before another boss fight. And they tried to excuse it by giving you a merchant in between, but it's just like, what? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? I need my ammo. I need my resources. What was that? Then again, I know they weren't taking me into consideration whenever they made the story. They probably were expecting people to reload. So I understand. Don't let it happen again. Now we have our fight with you 3, which was really fun, actually. This was fun.
This spot will do.
Just gonna have to. Why is he walking like wide Putin, bro? That is crazy. Oh, look at this, Danny. It's you 3. Everybody thought he was. Everybody thought they removed him from the main game, and then they released this DLC, and everybody was like, "Oh shoot, they didn't remove him." Yeah, this one is aggressive though. Okay, there's my 1 crossbow bullet, so now we're going knife only up in this B. Oh, God, that hurts. God, you disgust me, Stinky. Give me your tentacle-covered tail. Is this really all I have to do? Is it this easy? Perfect parry. Perfect parry shouldn't take knife durability unless you're a professional. That's my opinion, but it's whatever. They didn't ask for my opinion. Alright, there's one phase. I got his this. Housekeeper's beret. Barrett? Beret? I don't know. It's not how I usually spell beret. Anyways. Get a load of this dog, bro. No, oh, he's gonna spit the goods at me. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage you do, sir. Oh, snap. Yeah, first try, right? Yeah. It is kind of weird. But I'm cool with it, I don't mind. I don't really know where they would have put him anyway in Leon, so they kind of changed it up a bit. I don't know if it would fit. Yeah, Ada's is only like 8 chapters or something like that. How much damage does this do to my knife? Okay, that's not too bad. Do I hear Navistadors? Oh my god, I hear Navistadors. That throws a big ol' stick right in my plans, dude. Okay. I'm doing so much damage to him. Oh, please, let me do it. Okay, there we go. Dude, that did so much damage to my knife. Oh, I did it. Cool. You're good. Me whenever she. Oh my god, never mind. Holy shit. Yeah, at least. After that, Luis dies on the phone, and Ada's like, oh, hell no, and starts chasing him down. And of course, he's just jumping onto, off of, into, through, all sorts of stuff at light speed. Dude, he even, oh my goodness, he jumps off of a ledge that normally you would use an elevator to get through or go down. He jumps off while holding Ashley. What is that? That should have been the sign right there. You should have called for backup right there. Anyways, for some reason, we stand in the corner like Batman waiting for Leon. As Leon's trying to tell us how he feels, how the trauma affected him from Raccoon City. Like the insensitive douchebag we are, we shut him down and tell him that he's wrong and that his feelings are invalid. Heck yeah, dude. Leon then goes and tells Wesker what Ada said. He's not too happy with her, okay? Nobody's mean to the pretty boy. All right, you want to talk about somebody always pays? Ada? All right, you're going to pay. Anyways, after this, it's just kind of a lot of base enemies I'm running through turrets. So we go through the turret field, and there is a lot. It's kind of like, I almost wonder if you have to have, like, a base amount of health whenever you go into this. Like, if there's an amount of health that the game kind of expects you to have. Because some of these I feel like are not dodgeable. At least one of them, where I did die once. But I don't know, I'm just curious. Anyways, after that, we get into a lab where Ada quickly realizes this probably isn't just a research facility. What the f is that? So now we're running away from this dog. But it was pretty easy. Here's the laser room. Laser room's cool. Actually, you know, it's pretty hard on the eyes, but glad they kept it from the original. I think it's cool how there were a lot of things that people thought they cut out from, or let me not say a lot of things. There were a handful of things that the community thought was cut out from the remake, but that they actually saved for Ada's campaign. I think that's smart. We plant the bombs, defuse some of the bombs, most of the bombs, fuck Wesker, go back through the laser room, kill the dog. Now we're on our merry way. And like most things in this campaign, we once again arrive and do the end of the game section backwards. So we actually arrive on the jet ski and then go to Sadler's lair, I guess. That's what you would call this, right? That's not like it's not a house or like a church or anything. That is a cave, boy. What are you doing there? Anyways, Leon's about to generate seed. We ruin it. And now Sadler is furious. Here's how we dealt with that. Yep, don't gotta reload a rocket launcher. And here we are at the final fight. Alright, let's get him that rocket launcher, baby. That looked like it did something, maybe. Got it! Got it.
Leon needs help. Hurry.
How many hours is this? 3? 3 hours so far? I've done worse. how mad I'd be if I got that green goop shit all over my jacket?
Nothing personal, Leon. Louis and I had an arrangement.
Separate ways. Billions.
Lucas!